Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. I'm here with Justin Belmont. How you doing?
Hey.
Long time no see. I think the last time I saw you, I was on Nerd Bacon, right?
No, I jumped on really quick with you and a bunch of other guys. We're talking about X-Men and a bunch of other subjects.
Oh, really? We were talking about comic books on my channel?
Yeah, we were talking about comics. Yep.
How's it going? How's it going? So you had a pretty good launch yesterday.
Yeah. I'm happy.
I'll bring up your Indiegogo campaign. So anyway, Justin Belmont, not only did you make Smokes, the Fox, you made a new comic called Pencils Down. Tell us about Pencils Down while I'm digging out your links.
I don't know if you remember the time period where Marvel and DC, the mainstream comics, were told to put their pencils down, all the artists, to stop working on the projects they were doing. And people speculated that that they were going to gut their comic section or whatever, not do that anymore, maybe focus on the movies and merchandising.
So, I remember that. Everybody went nuts speculating, and it was just like, and that caused the diamond industry to break apart. It was a crazy time, man.
Yeah, so I was thinking, like, what can I do with that? How can I make a character or a comic book about that? And then I was doodling. I usually draw on just regular notebook paper, like with the lines. And I was just sketching, and I drew this. Let me pull it up, actually. Then you can see how I draw.
Oh, okay. You're going to send me something? Okay.
Yeah.
So you could draw too? I can't draw to save my life.
Well, you'll see how I can draw.
Yeah, maybe I'll find some of my drawings too.
Yeah, we'll compare.
Okay. Didn't have to start too hard. It's a terrible drawing. This is how I draw. If I was in second grade, it would be awesome. And then I send those drawings to Renzo, and he turns them into real art. Okay, well, you're better than me, though. You actually
I'm at your level.
You have definition in your muscles. Yeah. You kind of have perspective and a little bit of shading. Yeah, I can't do any of that stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, I usually draw on pen or something. I don't even like to do to draw on pencil sometimes. But originally, you can see the character has a number 2 on his chest, like all pencils have. And later on, Eric Hodson, I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's the guy who drew the Little Mermaid.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see him on Twitter all the time. We follow each other. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Dreaded Dinosaur. He's a good guy. He took this drawing and made that character from that. The main cover that he drew. He kind of beefed up my drawing and really added a lot to it, and moved that number 2 to the arm as a tattoo.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring up. There we go.
Yeah, that's the sketch right there. Originally, that was just a pencil sketch of him in that pose, holding the sharpener gun, which was in the original drawing. I had the sharpener gun, but it didn't have a handle like that. He kind of added that to it, and then he moved
the old-fashioned handle. I had that back in my 4th grade classroom back in Catholic school.
Yeah, where you crank it, but he added the grip. He added the grip to it, kind of like a tape gun kind of deal.
And what does the gun do?
Shoots hard lead.
Eat hot lead. Like a little Gatling gun.
Yeah, you crank it.
I gotta ask you this, Justin. Just how stoned were you when you came up with this concept?
Well, I was stoned, of course. What can I do with that whole situation? Can I make a comic book out of that? That I posted it in my DM group, and then Eric saw it, and he transformed that drawing into that, which was originally pencils. It was kind of rough,
Yeah.
but it was still, it was a great piece, way better than I can do. And then I was like, well, I want you to finish it and make it into a cover. And then I told them I wanted a beach background. And then why not throw Sebastian from the Mermaid in there? And then he ended up putting the whole crew in there. If you scroll down, you can
Oh
see the
wow,
whole
yeah.
cover.
I didn't notice that. I'm gonna make this big. Yeah, there he is back there with the sword. He's gutting somebody in the background.
Yeah, scroll down, you can see the whole cover. There's a lot going on in that one.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
Oh, the Little Mermaid. She's got 2 legs over here, huh?
Yep. And then you got Cocaine Shark.
Yep.
And that little boy on the beach is actually Eric Hodson himself
There you go.
as a child, and he's playing with his dreaded dinosaur figure.
Cool. That is cool. So tell me the story then. So Marvel told everybody to put their pencils down, and you had an idea for a comic.
Well, just recently, like about a year ago or so. But it happened before that. But I was just reminiscing about pencils down. So that was like what inspired the idea. Then when I drew that drawing, I threw it in my DM group. Eric saw it. He drew his sketch, and then we made the cover. And then I hit up Hojo, and then Hojo was like, "Yeah, I'll write a script."
Speaking of Hojo, that's Nancy Moon over there with the green shirt, right?
Yeah, we threw Nancy Moon in there. The
Yeah.
problem was Hojo wrote this really great script and it was funny, but he just didn't put a lot of women or anything in the script. And I know that I wanted Corey Barton to draw my cover, and he wants to draw boobs. So I wanted to give him what he wanted.
Right. So there you go. There you go.
That's Fanta. If you're familiar with her.
Oh, that's Fanta.
Well, over sexualized version
Yeah,
of Fanta.
yeah. Fanta's awesome. Fanta made the trailer for the Fun My Comic trailer for my comic Heroic Tales. I didn't even ask her. She just did it for me. Everybody's been so helpful and nice, man. So that's good. Fanta made it into a comic.
Yeah, her character's name is Dark Angel, and she dresses up as Dark Angel on her YouTube channel.
Okay.
And since she's such a big part of the community and helps everybody out, I decided to put her in there. And plus, the comic book needed some more sex appeal.
There you go.
But it's got a lot of cameos from various IPs.
Yeah, now you got me looking in every corner now.
Yeah, there's Easter eggs everywhere.
I see 2 people in the background. Are those people? They look too detailed not to be anybody.
Yeah, that's Dark Gift and Doc Blaylock.
Oh, okay. I should have recognized the hat and the smoking. Yeah, cool.
We got Finatra as the praying mantis.
Okay, all right. I wouldn't have got that one. That's good. Who's he chasing over here?
That's Sage, the artist. The story goes, the artist was let go from the big 2. He lost his job, and he wants to get revenge. So what he does is he busts out his old Ouija board and tries to summon a demon. But what happens is his pencil rolls onto the board and comes alive instead. So it doesn't go as planned. It's a satire comic book. So I needed
like weird science,
yeah.
but weird magic.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was a pretty cool idea, and that's how I connected the actual pencils down real life story with this satire.
Cool. And so you just came up with the idea. So what, you hired Hojo to write it?
Yeah, and I came up with that origin story, and I gave it to Hojo, and then Hojo just ran with it from there.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Hojo, for those of you who are watching and don't know, and I'm sure everybody knows, Hojo writes the Mythicals with Nancy Moon.
Yep.
That issue 3 is live now on Fun My Comic. I really like that comic. I also really like Smokes the Fox, and Weaponized Werewolf. So I got all your comics so far.
I appreciate it.
I backed the Little Mermaid. No, so I should get all of these little jokes then.
Some you might get, some you might not notice. Maybe if you go back a second time, you'll see something new. Even I found Easter eggs that I didn't even know about. It's my book because Dillard put them in, and you didn't really tell me. But
Yeah, I like Dylan because he could draw like straight up serious comics, and apparently he could do silly comics too.
yes, he could change his style. We wanted more like a Ren and Stimpy style, but for this cover right here for Corey Barton, I wanted him to do like his '90s look style.
Yeah,
He should have been born in a different decade, I think, Corey, because he would have been perfect for Image Comics, like working for Wildstorm or something like that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Dillard's actually going to draw a cover too, but he hasn't begun on it yet. Hasn't
Yeah.
started it.
If am I wrong? Dylan also drew Cash Grab, right?
No.
No, so I am wrong. Okay. Okay.
But Aldis was the editor of Cash Grab, and he's the editor of my book.
Okay. Cool. I really like this. This came out good. I really like
Correct.
that. Is that what my cursor?
That's where your cursor was.
Is that what my? I didn't realize you could see my cursor. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Two
guess
really
what
good
happened?
reasons over here. These things really pop out. I really like. Yeah. Well, I just
Dillard asked me. He asked me one day. He's like, "Do you want a creepy Fanta or do you want a sexy Fanta?"
No,
And
girls
I
gotta
thought
be
about it
sexy.
for a second, and I had to go with the sexy, of course. And he over sexualized her, but in a good way.
Yeah. Who are these people in the background?
No, it's just regular background. There's no
Okay, I
really
thought maybe there were
there.
people that don't get. Let's check out your tiers. So all three covers for $45.
Yep, that's my featured tier.
That's not bad. That's how
And I'm
many?
also what's that?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. How many pages?
It is going to be 24 pages, but 12 pages of story, and then jam packed with artwork. And I'm going to be running a art contest pretty soon. I don't know when, but probably in the next few days. Still working on it and finishing that up.
So
And there's
that's
going to
not
be prizes.
cool. So $15 for 22 at plus pages. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can't beat that.
I try to make it affordable for everybody. And
Yeah.
I also have international shipping options this time around. Smokes didn't really have that. That was my first campaign. I was weary of sending stuff across the pond in Australia and stuff
So
like
what
that.
you just didn't do it?
Yeah, I didn't want to mess with it because I was going to do all my fulfillment, and I wasn't really comfortable. I didn't know anything about tariff codes or whatever, harmonization codes, whatever they call them. But now, I understand it, and I've sent out. I just sent out an order to the UK. Somebody back Smokes, so Smokes is still, getting some action. And if you want to get everything that I have the Vault tier
Okay,
right
yeah,
there.
that
You
was
can
my
be
next
looking at.
question.
So that has, weaponized werewolf, and then both Smokes covers. And then it also has all three pencils down covers. So you get 6 books, all physical editions, the standard editions of all the covers. Yeah, for 60 bones.
Cool. Cool. Where am I? Got to scroll down. So what's this? Be a cover store.
Well, since Dillard hasn't drawn the cover, I was thinking I can have people be added to the background, and in return, that money raised can be to use to pay off or to pay Dillard's cover fee, cover price. So you can actually get in the comic book in the background on Dillard's cover when he draws it.
Oh, cool. Cool.
So it kind of funds Dillard, and I believe you only have one more left.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 claimed. There you go. I guess, yeah, it makes sense. You can't have, there's only so much space on the cover.
You also
Yeah,
get comics with
Tony
it.
and BTM reviews for backing the $200 tier. Cool. So that's I guess that's 2 of the 3. I wonder who the third one is. Is that you, Katie? Are you going to be on the cover too?
I was thinking about putting her on the cover with a as her puppet or something in like the alleyway.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, and you getting pencils engraved?
Yeah, I already have them at my house. They're laser engraved. They say pencils down, and they're a standard, number 2 pencil, and they're actually already pre-sharpened. I should have probably took a picture of the whole pencil, but it like went across and it didn't look right. So I just focused on the print. Everybody knows what a pencil looks like,
Right.
but they are sharpened. It's just something a little extra, and I'll tape it to the outside of the flap in the Gemini, so it won't,
Yeah. So it won't.
touch the comics. Yeah, it won't touch the comics. Don't
It's
worry
funny that
about
you
that.
said that because my wife and I were talking about because I'm going to be doing the fulfillment for my comic. I got these coins. They come individually wrapped. This one I just opened to show. We were discussing the logistics of how to put it in without like putting a circle on the comic itself. So that's something I got to, you got to take into consideration that I didn't think about a year ago when I started this whole process. Pencils down. A lazy artist tries to summon a demon for revenge, but accidentally brings his pencil to life. There you go. Katie wants to know who's the third.
Well, I guess I can't really tell. It's private unless they want to.
Yeah, unless they want to announce it. Yeah.
Yeah, if they want to announce it. Haven't really had a chance to even get in there and see who backed and everything. I saw a few names because Katie was listing them across the board, but I've been so busy and doing a lot of stuff that I have an Etsy shop now. I've been working on some metal cards. I'm getting orders here and there for that kind of thing, and I do metal prints now and pins
You make it all
and
yourself?
magnets. Yeah, I make everything. I got the machines, and I got two different printers. One's a dye sublimation printer. Then I just have a real high quality photo printer, CMYK. I do.
So you laser etched the pencils? You did that?
No, I did not make the pencils. I don't have. I was thinking about getting one of those laser machines, but the problem is, you have to have like a exhaust system, or do it outside because it does it gets smoky and stuff.
Yeah, I
I
imagine.
saw.
So.
I saw.
Laser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a wood burning kit. I do it in the garage. I got a 3D resin printer, and I just open up the back garage door and then open up the main garage door. And whenever I do stuff like that, so I don't have a ventilation system. Maybe I'm going to die of resin poisoning. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, some people have like an exhaust tube or something that goes outside. I'm not really dealing with it, and they're really pricey. They're at least $1,500 plus for laser engraver, and then who knows how long it will last, and then how many jobs you'd have to get to actually make your money back on that machine. So I just decided to hold off until they're maybe more affordable. But
Yeah,
I got a good deal on these pencils, and I'm happy with them, and it's just something extra to give everybody for.
it's perfect for your comic.
Yeah, something different. I don't think anybody's ever done that, But it
No.
makes sense for this project. You know what I mean?
Correct.
It might not make sense for anybody else's project, but
yeah, pretty good. I like it. It's pretty clever. It's different, and it's one of those weird things. I'm into custom dice. I'm into custom coins, and I have a drawer full of pencils, number 2 pencils from various places, and I never use them just because so when I saw that you had a pencil, I was like, oh my god, I gotta get the pencil. Never to be used. But now I got to look up where to get custom ones. That I'll make them just for myself.
yeah, it's just it might be like a little collectible or something. I don't think, or you can draw with it. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it.
Do what you want. It's your pencil. Hey, Emily, how you doing? Emily's always online.
Hi, Emily.
I don't think Emily sleeps.
In high school, did you ever do this game called Pencil Break?
No,
Do you remember that? I remember kids in school. I grew up in upstate New York. I don't know, when I was in like middle school or something, we used to get our pencils and we would hold them and then try to kind of like pull them back a little bit, but not pull them back enough where it'll snap, just a little bit. And then we would strike it against another pencil. So one pencil will be going across, the other guy would hit it down the middle, and you keep going back and forth until one person's pencil is broken in half. And if your pencil breaks in half, you obviously lose. So we used to do stuff like that. We even played pen break, where people got like these crazy pens or whatever, and see who had the strongest pen. That was the stupid shit we used to do, before there was, all these social media platforms and stuff like that.
I mean, I never played that, but we used to take our pet and take a piece of loose leaf paper, rip it in half, and then fold it in half so it was a quarter, and then a quarter sheet of paper. Try to fold it as neat, as even as, and then we would draw little stick figures, depending upon how, like, there'd be 5 stick figures, and then you would take your half, and you would draw stick figures, and that was your army, and this was my army, and I would take a pencil. A number two had to be a number 2 pencil because it didn't seem to work with any other pencil. This is why I'm talking about it. And you draw a dot. Now, kids would cheat, make the dot really big, but it was like, no, you just make like a little dot, and then you fold the paper over, and then you draw on the other side so that the lead makes a dot on your side. So it's like a war. So I draw a dot over here, and if my dot is on top of one of your guys, they get eliminated. You know.
Oh, it's kind of like Battleship.
Yeah, it's like battleships. It's poor kids' battleship. You know, with all you needed was a piece of paper and a pencil, and then you had tanks, but then tanks would get blown up quick because tanks were bigger. So we had to come up with rules like a tank had to take 3 hits or something like that, or it was just stupid games that we would play with in school. You just made me think of it when you said pencil break. Never did that.
We used to play Stratego too. You ever play that board game?
I love Stratego. You're talking a board game guy. You said Stratego. I immediately looked at I bought a wooden, like a first edition reprint, of course, of Stratego. Comes in a wooden box, and it's written with the oldest rule book and everything. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love Stratego.
Actually, I think I might have the same edition. It comes in like a wooden box.
Yeah.
It slides, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It slides open. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife got that for me for Christmas a few years ago.
And here's the thing about Stratego is on your version, on my version, the original version, the lower numbers were bad. So a number 1 was the general. It was the best. And the general,
I don't remember that.
Yep. And now the new editions, it's the higher numbers that are better. Like the 9s were scouts. And scouts could move across the field, and they only, every other piece was limited 1 spot at a time. But the 9s were scouts; they could go all the way across so you gave up. You knew exactly what they were, but they could just go and hit some. And then the 8s were the minors. They bypassed bombs.
I just remember there was a spy, and the spy can kill a number 1.
Right,
and the 1 was the best piece. Was
right.
Your best
Number 1 was it had the Napoleon head because it was supposed to be the Napoleonic Wars. So he had that big Napoleon hat, and he was the number 1 was the best. But if he hit a bomb, he died, or if he hit a spy, he died. But then the spy got killed by anything else.
Then there was like 2 bodies of water on each side of the board, and
yep. So you had to march around them. Yep.
Hide your flag. Some people put it in the second row to hide it better and pretend like it's in another spot. There's all kinds of strategies you can do, but
yeah, you put bombs. You put bombs around your flag. Yeah. So what you do is you put your flag over here by itself, and then you put over here with all bombs, and they think they got a 50-50 chance to hit a bomb, and they think the flag's there, so they're going to maneuver over. Meanwhile, your flag's all the way over here with the 2 guarding it. So the 2 is pretty good to take out. I don't know. Stratego strategy. I love. Now you got me talking about games. What do you play any other board games?
Not lately or recently. Don't play any kind of games. Just mainly making tchotchkes on Etsy and creating comic books, and then preparing for a baby. Actually,
oh, congratulations! I was just about to ask you, are you a father? It's funny you're anticipating.
Not yet. Soon to be.
Oh, congratulations! How far along are you?
Well, I'm not pregnant, but
well, you know what I mean.
The baby's supposed to arrive in February around Valentine's Day. Actually.
Oh, good. Do you know if it's a boy or girl?
It's a girl.
Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. That's nice. Good. As mean as it says, the older I get, the more I regret not having kids. I shouldn't say that a lot. My wife gets sad when I say that. Yeah.
Yeah, we just had a baby shower, and it's just amazing how strangers that I've never met, sending multiple gifts from our registry to us. It's just insane. We pretty much got all the stuff that we need now, all the big stuff. We even got a little bit of money, to put towards medical cost because it's not cheap.
It ain't cheap.
Even with insurance, even with insurance, you still got to pay, the copay, whatever. And I don't know. I know my life's going to change next year, and I probably won't have the time like I do now to stream. So I'm setting up as many, streams as I can. The Man Cave is going to be on Thursday. That's going to be the last show we do for a while until
Oh,
Christmas.
okay, till
We're
Christmas.
going to take a break. We're going to take a break. We did like 78. Or this week will be like the 79th
Yeah,
episode in a
and it's
row.
not just a half-hour show. You guys are on for hours.
About 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's a big commitment once a week.
Yeah, we do a bunch of things, but we have help. We have the people from the chat. They help with the polls. They help select the girls for the poll. We examine like usually 4 or 5 different women in the poll, and then we vote on your favorite. Just something fun to do. It's kind of like the man show.
Right. My favorite thing, and you got, because I was on your show a while ago. Is that guy Be a Man? I watch him every day now. I look. My favorite thing, and I started incorporating this in real life now to people, is don't be part of the problem, be the whole goddamn problem. Be a man.
Yeah, he just I think he had a medical emergency, maybe a heart attack
He's
recently.
following his own advice. Yeah. Don't go to the doctor. Drop dead at work. Be a man.
Yeah, he makes me laugh. I don't like going to doctors either, man. I can't even count how many times I went to the doctors, and not many. Like 2 or 3. I had an earache when I was a kid. I'm pretty healthy. I don't get sick very often. I did
Yeah,
get the coof twice, though.
I
Uh,
I successfully avoided the doctor for 55 years. Then this year I was in the hospital twice. So I guess it's catching up to me. Yeah, not fun. Don't recommend it. Don't
no, but
break
when
your
I
neck.
do get sick, I'm like a little baby. You know what I mean? I'm really sick when I do because it doesn't happen very often.
No, now I'm the opposite. I tell my wife, don't. When it's no secret. I broke my neck. I was in the hospital. I told my wife, don't come. What are you gonna do? Stand next to me and cry, and I'm gonna be miserable? Don't even come to the hospital. So I just sat there in my rolling bed in the middle of a hallway as everybody walking down the hallway bumping into me, and then it would have been torture to have my wife standing next to me crying. I was like, just don't come to the hospital. So I didn't see her until I came home, and then in February I had a hernia surgery, and I told my wife, don't come. I'm just going to be yelling and miserable. So just leave me alone. So we got this over here. I noticed this is a trailer. Can I play you a trailer?
Yep, play it.
The reason why I ask is copyright or nudity or anything.
No, there's no copyright. It's all
okay. All right, so here I go. I'm going to make it big, and then we'll play. Pretty cool. Oh, what just happened? Oh, I hit the wrong button on something. Did it just get weird? Oh well.
And that's the end. It shows a bunch of videos. After your video plays, it'll show you it recommends more videos to you based on what you watch.
What Geeks 2 says it looks awesome. Was that like regular music? I know a couple of guys in your group are musicians. Did people play that music?
Good Stuff found that music. It's probably just some generic
Okay.
copyright free stuff.
Oh, Good Stuff has a cookbook. How's his cookbook doing?
He funded,
Good for him.
and I believe he's closing out on Halloween. So if anybody wants it, now's the time to get it.
Yeah.
Goodstuffcreations.net. You could buy it there. He wants to come out before Christmas, so you have it in time for Christmas. And he has 2 different versions of the book. You can get like the hardcover, or you can get the Wire-O version, so you can open it up on your table and it'll stay flat while you're looking at the recipe.
Oh, that's good. That's a good idea.
But yeah, he did the trailer. He did a really good job on Pencils Down. We want to make a full trailer. That's kind of like a teaser. I wanted to make one where I have John Diller do the voice of number 2. And
that's the character's name, number 2?
Yeah, number 2. Well, Dixon Sharp is the government name. Katie just said in the chat that I think I got picked up a couple more backers on the book.
Yeah, she said, where is it? Yeah, I saw it and it disappeared. Oh yeah, 37 backers. Nice.
Yeah, I think I was at 35 earlier. Did wake up to a few different orders, which was great. And I got this show, and then I have CG Commandos after you.
So you're
If you
doing
still,
the whole promotion circuit. How do you like doing it?
it's a necessity. I enjoy it. I have a passion for comics, and I want to talk about them, and in front of different audiences, and that's what you have to do in indie comics to get noticed.
Right. Yeah.
You have
Because
to.
a few people tell me afterwards, like, God, it's so rough. I hate doing this. I hate, you know, I was just talking earlier today with Carol Lay, who does a lot of like indie comics. And she says she hates promoting herself. It's a solitary person's hobby. So a lot of people like Shadowpunk, he's got no problem. He'll come on and talk. But like a lot of people just like they don't want to talk. I don't mind. As you see, I'll talk to strangers on the bus. I take the Long Island Railroad to work every day.
Not me. Not me, man. When I'm out and about, I don't want people even looking at me. I just want to get in there, go in the store, get what I need to get, and get out.
I
You know what I
embarrass
mean? I
my
don't want
wife.
small talk or anything like that. I just go and get out.
I go to the deli and I notice the guy behind the counter had a TARDIS tattoo.
Really?
Within 15 minutes, we're trading phone numbers. I'm that kind of guy. Oh, I'm a Doctor Who fan. My wife's like, "You're so embarrassing. Knock it off."
Well, if somebody wants to get a pencils down tattoo, I'll give them a free copy of the book.
There you go. You get a tattoo, you save $15. How's that?
Plus shipping.
True. Plus shipping. So when is Smokes #2 coming out?
Smokes #2 is in production. It's been written. It's been edited. Mike Barron came back for the second issue, but my artist is unable to draw from personal reasons at this moment. So that's why I
Oh,
want
hope he's
to
okay.
put out this book right now. In the meantime, keep me busy.
Is he okay? Was he injured or something? Jeez.
Yeah, he's okay. I think he's got a lot of stuff going on in his private life.
Okay.
I didn't really want to get too deep.
Oh yeah.
into
Okay.
it,
I just.
but I don't really know myself, honestly. I just know that he's got some personal things going on, probably. And but there's 5 pages completed, and I have 2 covers that are done. Corey Barton drew one of the covers, and it features Haley Sloan, who is kind of like my version of April O'Neil, or Ethan's Heather Swain. You know, Smokes meets her, and they kind of just have a friendship, and she smokes. So
Go figure.
we needed some sex appeal.
Yeah,
In
she
my
smokes
comic
and
book.
she's smoking, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she smokes and she's smoking. She's like a goth chick. She rides one of those skateboards, those electric ones. You ever see them? They have like one wheel in the middle. They're called one wheel.
Oh,
Big
okay.
wheel. You know what I'm talking about? You
Yeah,
ever see anybody ride those stupid things?
yeah. I got a
But
guy apprentice at work. He rides it all over the airport.
I told Mike we needed a woman into the script that could be Smoke's friend, and he wrote. I told the name. I came up with the name, and then he gave her like a little bit of a personality, and gave her that electric skateboard, which is something different. I haven't seen any characters riding any of those, and we worked it into the script. And I had Corey draw her, and she's like right in your face on the board. I haven't shown too many people, but then I also got Bob Hall, the legendary Bob Hall, to do a cover of Smokes, which is already done for the second issue.
Oh, cool.
It's incredible. He even colored it, so he did the whole shebang. So I'm excited about Smokes 2. When it comes out, you guys are gonna like it. It gets really intense. Mike Barron's story just goes off the rails.
So what do you tell Mike Barron where to go and he does it, or you just here's the concept, go? Like I don't know.
Well, I tell him a little bit, a gist of it. I told him that I wanted the fight with weaponized werewolf to continue because that's where it ends in the issue 1. I told him that I wanted a cliffhanger for the first issue to get everybody, to want to get the second issue. You want to know what happens. So it continues. Continues where Weaponized Werewolf and him are fighting, and he jumps on his bike, and it goes from there. And I really don't want to go too much into the story because it'll
Yeah,
spoil
you
it.
don't want
But
to do spoilers.
Mike, yeah,
Now,
Mike did have his freedom. He had his, but I threw in, some points and some key things that I want to happen, like he meets a girl and he becomes friends with her, and stuff like that. But he put his own stuff in there too, so it was a collaboration.
cool.
Um,
Yeah, yeah. I was just wondering, like, how do you work with Mike Barron? The guy's a legend. You know what I mean? Like, I could just imagine directing a movie and you get like William Dafoe and how do you tell William Dafoe how to act? Mike Barron. Yeah, that's great. You're Mike Barron. You could do that. Yeah, there's some. I wouldn't have the chops to tell
yeah,
Mike.
do whatever you want, man. You're the
Yeah,
star.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. And
Yeah,
that's
I basically let him do whatever he wants. You know what I mean? I don't have too many changes. I'm just grateful that
yeah,
he came back and did a script for me. I know he's got so many other things he could be doing, working on his own stuff, making another Florida Man or Nexus, and he's just a great guy.
yeah. He's doing a book right now, Sherlock Holmes and Captain Nemo, two of my favorite
Yeah, I
things.
saw that.
Yeah,
I didn't even know about that until he dropped it. He usually tells me about his projects beforehand, so I know what's kind of coming.
yeah. You live kind of close to him, right?
Oh, I don't know, maybe 90 minutes or something, not that close. But
Yeah,
I see him like every year when I go to the Rocky Mountain Con, which is this little small rinky-dink convention in Denver in November. It's a traditional Comic Con. There's no Hollywood, just long boxes and artists and writers.
cool.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. I got to get back to going to conventions. I stopped before COVID. It was just too crowded, and it was not enough comic books. It was all movies and the MCU, and I got a little discouraged. But Mike Ferraro, thank you for the super chat. I don't get many super chats, so I always get a little embarrassed. I don't know how to behave. Belmont deserves all the comic success. Great dude. Yeah, I totally agree. I would have said that.
Thanks, Michael.
Yep. Hell, Goth Chicks. That's like a long storied comic book tradition though. Like Howard the Duck had why can't I remember her name? Was it Brenda? Um, and then so many other comic characters had good looking knockouts.
Yeah, but Howard the Duck had sex with that woman.
Did he?
Yeah, you don't remember that scene? Leah Thompson, or whatever her name is.
Oh, that was the movie. Believe it or not, I still have never seen the movie.
Oh my God, that's one of my favorite '80s movies. One of my favorite comic book movies.
Beverly. That's right.
You have not seen it? My God, watch it tonight. I think it's on.
You know what's
YouTube.
funny? It's about 3 weeks ago. I said, I think as a guy who has a YouTube channel about comic books, I got to see Howard the Duck movie. And my wife just got angry. She was like, I'm not watching that movie again. I was like, what, you just watch it recently? She goes, no, like once 35 years ago was enough.
Oh, some people don't like it. I mean, I love it. I can watch it, multiple times.
Yeah, I got to watch it.
You have to. You have to at least watch it once. Come on.
Yeah, I don't like Deadpool, and I finally broke down and watched the Deadpool movies, and I got to say, I really liked them. I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh.
Wow, Katie did. Now she likes seeing me embarrassed. Let's get some fan art of the pencil.
Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm going to run an art contest, and I'm trying to get everybody to submit a drawing, a sketch, color, black and white. Just need a high resolution scan or digital file of the piece, and if I like it, you're going to get a prize, and you're going to get published inside, Pencils Down.
Cool.
And when I was a kid, when at 15 years old, I got published in Triumphant Comics. I don't know if familiar with that company. It was in the early 90s. It was short lived. The logo was like a big T.
Yeah. What was the characters?
There was Chromium Man,
Okay.
Scavenger.
Scavenger, I know. I don't know Chromium Man.
Yeah, I can't even remember the rest of them. But
Was
there was
one
like
of
3 or 4 titles.
Yeah, one of them was a guy. He had a scarf. Was it? That's gonna drive me nuts. It was.
I can't remember.
I think it was James Robinson's first published work, and it was a lot better than Strike Back. I think it was called.
I don't remember Strike Back. But I was a big fan of their stuff, and I thought it was pretty cool how they had a serial number on the cover, and you knew what, kind of like a dollar bill. Each one's got an individual number. Then you know how many copies. It also told you the print run, so you knew what number you had. So you know how many issues are out there. I think there was around 30,000 or something for all their comics, around that amount. And I sent a sketch of the Chromium Man, and I mailed it to them. I didn't think much of it. I thought, maybe they'd write me back and say, thanks for the sketch, because I'm a young kid. And they actually published it in all their titles for that month. And I was the only piece of art, fan art in that book. It was a full page. Said special thanks to Justin Belmont from Utica,
Nice.
New York. And I was so stoked. I was 15 years old, and that kind of made me want to be in the comic book industry, I guess.
Yeah, made you a fan
Um,
for life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fan for life, and I'll never forget that. So that's what I wanted to do with Pencils Down. I wanted to give someone the chance to have their art published, but they're gonna have to step up their game, because I'm not gonna put like a simple sketch or whatever. So there's gonna be some competition. I think. I hope people go all out and submit some great pieces. The winner I'm gonna publish in the back cover, inside cover of the comic.
that's cool. That's cool. I
Display it
got
there.
I got some fan art for my character, the Patriarch, that I was planning on putting in issue 1, but just I didn't realize you divide everything by 4, and that's how many pages, and I had literally 40 pages. So I was like, I got to cut the fan. So issue 2, I'll put some fan art. So I'm saving it. It didn't go anywhere. Anybody? It'll get in there. And Zach Tan doesn't want to think about Howard's romantic life. I'm kind of jealous that he got to have Leah Thompson. She was.
Yeah, and there was feathers all over the bed. I don't want to ruin it for you, but in Spokes 2, there's going to be no interspecies erotica, whatever you want to call it. They're just friends, and they smoke weed together. And I needed some sex appeal, and I think it's going to bring a lot of extra good stuff to the comic book. And it's easy on the eyes when you look at the cover.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing. Even women like to look at beautiful women.
Yeah, Corey knocked it out of the park. I can't wait to show that. And then
Oh, you're not revealing? No reveal yet?
No, that's way too soon, because the book's not even close yet.
Okay, that's fair.
It's only 5 pages in out of 24. But it's getting there. It looks nice, though. That's the good thing. What matters is what it looks like. In the end, what matters is how it prints. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how you got there, but as long as it's great product at the end, that's what I want to do. If it takes longer time, so that's why for Pencils Down, I gave myself to the end of summer, September. But I definitely want to put it out before then. But since with the baby on the way, I got a lot of stuff going on, and who knows if Dillard might be taking multiple projects on. He's got commissions coming in. He's very popular and in demand. But he's working on 2 more pages right now, and then we'll get working on the cover. It's all done digitally. All the stuff is digital, except for Dillard's cover is going to be traditional when he does the Pencils Down, because I want to keep the cover. So I worked out a deal where I'm going to keep the original art.
Oh, cool.
So that's cool. And I own the Smokes covers and the Weaponized Werewolf, and I like to work out a deal with the artist to keep the original art. And since it's the only piece of original art for the book, I want it.
Well, I want to ask you about Pencils Down. Is this a one shot? Is this, or do you have a whole bunch planned?
It's the origin story, the 0 issue, and then if people like it and it goes well. Right now, I'm not even funded yet, so it's unknown. It's unpredictable in this market. It can keep going and doing well, or in a couple of days it could fall off a cliff. It's rolling the dice every time I try to put out the best product. But there's there's a lot of creators out there that are really bringing their A game, and everybody is tight on money right now. So I try to make it as affordable as possible. If you just want the digital tier, you can grab that for $8.
Yeah, I just noticed again. You said Easter eggs. I looked at this. The girl's shirt says milkshakers. Is that a reference to anything?
I don't know. It might be.
Yeah.
Eric Hodson came up with that. He's known for drawing beautiful women. He did, I think, 1 or 2 issues of Perfect 10.
I love that book. That's Dave Briggs, Genuine Comics, Perfect 10. Such a good book.
Yeah.
Such a good superhero book. I got to say that this art right over here, like not so much, I guess number 2, but the humans, the especially the female, reminds me of Joe Statton's like E-Man. Are you familiar with that from?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. His creator, his IP.
yeah. It reminds me of that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see. You got the pencil stretch goal. What do you think about stretch goals? In we'll get a little meta for a second. Do you think stretch goals sell the comic, or is it just a gimmick, or is it a waste of money?
I think it gets people promoting and wanting the comic to succeed because they want to get something extra with their order. So it's 5K to fund. And once I fund, and the first stretch goal is 6K, which would be that Dixon Sharp 6 a.m. sticker right there.
Cool. And then this, I guess, the Dark Angel sticker, but you're not showing the art.
I don't have it. It's not been completed yet. I was gonna commission it once we fund and get close to that goal, but we're not there yet. And 6 a.m. man, he can make a stick. He can make a drawing for you in like 2 days. So I'm not really worried about that.
Oh, 6 a.m. is a guy's name?
Yeah, 6 a.m. He goes by 6 a.m. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I don't know. I thought it was like a sticker by 6 p.m. I thought it was like a phrase that you youngins say that old guys like.
No, I'm not a youngin either. But no, it's not.
Everybody's a youngin compared to me.
He goes by 6 a.m.
Oh,
and he's been doing all the stickers for the majority of Comicsgate projects since people have been making campaigns and.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So Michael says stretch goals make the campaign fun. Yeah, because I like stretch goals. For my campaign, I made cards of the characters. Like I'm trying to do like Marvel, and then I got their role playing stats because I'm a big role player. I think stuff like that is fun. I made the coins, but then I was talking in private with other people, and they're like, yeah, nobody really cares about stretch goals, and I started to doubt, but I kind of like them. I think they're fun. I also like the idea of like optional, like all right, so you don't want the stretch goals, but you could buy an add-on or something, more stickers.
But I do have add-ons. I actually should probably put some photos of the add-ons, but there's the Smokes Iron Age card. I don't know if you're familiar with that card set by Adam Miller.
Oh yeah. My character lost out by like 3 votes. I'm looking over here because the cards are over there.
I can't remember. Yeah, I remember that voting, but I got in early.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it until he asked to promote on my channel. So as he was promoting on my channel, I was like, "How did I not know about this?" And then there was a problem with Billy Tucci, a misunderstanding. So he had to. So he's like, "I got an opening," so I jumped in. I really wanted to get in, and then there was like a real frantic voting process, and Rob Geronimo's Chiron Marvel beat me out by a few votes. Damn you, Rob Geronimo. Like, I can't get mad. Rob's an established creator with a great comic. He had 18 issues. So I can't get mad that he beat me out.
Yeah, maybe he'll do another set, do some more characters. But I was lucky enough to get in there. I was like one of the first day submitters, and he chose Smokes. He did a great piece. And then we worked out a deal where I got a bunch of Smokes cards directly from him, and he told me I could do whatever I want with them. I can give them away. I can sell them. So I'm offering them as an add-on for pencils down for $2. You can grab the Iron Age Smokes card.
Cool. Katie says that stretch goals are a good way to give you. Yeah, I like them. They're fun. I don't want to turn the camera, but I got a refrigerator over here, and it's just covered with all the stickers. And I just hope this refrigerator lasts forever. It's like 20 years old. I just hope it lasts another 10, 15 years because I don't want to peel all the stickers off and put them on a new fridge. But I just think it's fun. Hail 6 p.m. comics. No disrespect to 6 p.m. I just
6 a.m.
6 a.m. 6 p.m.'s his brother in across the country. I get the idea that 6 a.m. refers to something about when he does his artwork. I don't know.
Probably he has a family, he has kids, and probably the only time he gets quiet and peace is at late at night. So I don't know, but every time I've asked him for a commission, I mean, within a day or two, he's already come back with something, and then usually it's only just a couple small changes. He sent back number two, and then he was just a little bit too yellow. I told him to make him a little bit more orangey, and then the tip he like colored orange instead of like a brown wood color of a sharpened pencil. And that was the only two corrections, and that was it. I mean, and he fixed those in a couple minutes while I was chatting with him. So he's very quick,
Cool.
very professional, and I just love his stuff. And I hope those goals get unlocked. 'Cause I want to see the Fanta sticker. I want to see Dark Angel. And
Yeah.
then I'm gonna have probably another stretch goal, but I don't want to. Last time I released too many stretch goals, and then they didn't hit. They didn't make the mark, and then I kind of revealed them without
Yeah.
when I didn't want to.
Like,
So
yeah, like I made 7 cards, but only 4 got unlocked. So I got these 3 cards. They're not secrets. I've been showing them, but these didn't hit. So I'll just put them on the next campaign, I
yeah,
guess.
just do that. That's what I did for smokes. I have 4 stickers for smokes, but only 2 got unlocked, which is weaponized werewolf and smokes. But I had some side characters. I had Sepoy, the gray alien, and I just well, I hoped. I wish that I got that that stretch goal, but it just
Yeah,
didn't happen.
yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna because I had a stretch goal where I was gonna add an 8-page story, but I got so excited
Yeah.
I just threw it in the book. So for issue 2, I gotta hit the stretch goal before I do that extra backup 8-page story. I gotta be more economical next time around.
It's not
I,
cheap. Even an 8-page story can cost you, It's
well,
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah. I don't want to reveal page rates and stuff like that,
Yeah, but it's
but
not cheap.
and the impulse is to do it all. You get so excited to the point. Like I was like, I'm doing this 8-page backup story, and I'm like, I talked to Ron Mosicki. I had Oscar doing the colors, and I'm like, just do it. We'll hit the stretch. I mean, we did hit the stretch goal, but like, it was kind of risky, to assume I was going to hit the $3,000 stretch goal, but we did. So, but I ain't doing it until I actually hit the stretch goal this time because that was nerve wracking. That was nerve wracking. So, anything you want to say? I tend to talk too much.
Back pencils down if you haven't already.
Back
Uh,
pencils out.
be one of the first 100 backers and get your number 2 pencil engraved.
Oh, it's only for the first 100.
Yeah, I have like about 108. I'm probably gonna keep 2 for myself, and then the contest winners are gonna get a pencil, and I might want 1 or 2 in case I don't know, maybe something happens in the mail and someone gets a cracked pencil somehow. I can have a replacement or whatever. But
Yeah,
if it does really really well, I was gonna offer more pencils, but I think 100's good for right now.
yeah. I mean, how long does it take to place an order to get them?
A few days, a
Right,
week.
right, right. Like I don't know about you, but I just got a wild hair. I'm gonna make stickers. So I didn't even announce these, but everybody who gets a physical backer is gonna get 2 stickers. Just throw them in the bag. Sticker Mule. They take like you place in the order and you get them like in less than a week. So you know,
Yeah, I had Sticker Mule do my keychains. That's also an add-on on Pencils Down. I had them make magnets too. Those flat magnets, die cut to shape.
cool.
So I have those as add-ons, just a few different tchotchkes you can pick from. And I also have the Hall of Thanks. Anybody who backs a $20 or more tier, you can be for $10, you can get added to this thank you page that's going to be in Pencils Down. And you're going to get a shout out. So you can put your first name and last initial or your name you go by on Twitter or whatever. It doesn't have to be your real name, or if you want to, I'll use your full name. But I'm not going to dox people. I'm going to ask,
Yeah,
how they
yeah,
want their
yeah.
name in the book, and
What,
you just
what about autograph stuff? Like anybody ask you, "Will you sign my book? Will you sign my book?"
oh, that's another thing. All the packs and the $20 and up tiers, all the physical tiers have the option to have it signed. Some people like their comics signed, some people don't. So
Yeah,
there's a drop down and it says, "Do you want it? Yes or no?" And then you choose. And some people are even picky, like, "Oh, I want Smoke signed, but I don't want you to sign Weaponized Werewolf or whatever." Someone might want me to sign the John Dillard cover, but don't want the other cover. Everybody's picky, so you got
yeah.
the freedom to get what you want. and there's no extra charge or anything, just something extra to give you, your money's worth. I was surprised in the first campaign because I thought nobody on earth would want my autograph. Like, oh, I'll
Right.
probably sign 10 of these. You know what I mean?
People, because I didn't even think to include it as an option, because who the hell wants my autograph? I'm nobody. You know what I mean? And then the guys at work, like, are you going to sign the comic for me? I'm like, if you want me to. And then I just said that talking to somebody, and they're like, oh, you won't sign? I'm like, no, I'll sign. I just honestly didn't think that anybody would want, like, if I figured if you wanted an autograph, you'd want Renzo's autograph. He's the artist. But, I'm not going to charge. Who the hell am I? I'm not, I don't know, Jack Nicholson, that you're going to sell my autograph on eBay. If anything, it'll make your comic worth less. So if anybody wants signed when I'm fulfilling, I'm going to make an announcement. Just let me know. Just, email me or whatever.
Yeah,
Or
it's fun.
let me know. I'll sign it, whatever you want. I don't know. What do you get? A white Sharpie? I don't even know how to sign,
I usually use those bronze Sharpies.
a bronze Sharpie. Okay. Okay. And then we got a couple of questions here. Bring on the stickers. When am I expecting to ship? We're going into printing. I just had to, I had a problem with the formatting. So when guys, oh, I scared Justin away. He doesn't like.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm just doing
I
something.
know. I'm just being funny. Of course. Oh yeah, here they are. I paid for the physical proofs, and thank God I did. Thank God I did, because I okayed the digital proofs, and then I got these physical proofs.
Yes.
And I can't notice things when they're on my screen, but when I got these physical proofs, the art was just a little bit off, and it really made it look amateurish, and I knew I would get teased. So you know what I mean? So we reformatted the pre-press and uploaded the files. So I lost 2 days as far as shipping. That's how long it took. 1 day because the woman at Comics Wellspring took the day off. So, what is 2 days not to give an inferior product? But then here's the big thing that my fault is, all the dialogue is missing over here. I was like, oh man, I don't know what I did. I uploaded the wrong file. So that had to get, so thank God I got the physical proofs, because there would have been
I remember when I got my first proof of Weaponized Werewolf. It was so like black, you couldn't even in dark, you couldn't even see the cover almost.
I mean, could you tell how great the coloring looks? But then you can't tell, and I didn't notice it. I read it. A couple of my friends read it, and then my friend's girlfriend noticed that there's a big typo over here. And it just goes to show you can't edit your own book, because I knew what it was supposed to say, so my brain didn't read it. I just, you know what I mean? You look at the first letter, or I knew it. You know what I mean? So I had to fix a typo. So guys, if you're making a comic book, get the physical proofs. Like,
I use a local printer, so I just have to drive down the street 20 minutes.
That is awesome.
And they'll show me, so I don't have to have it mailed. But yeah, there was problems with the artwork just being too dark throughout the whole book. And I kind of freaked out, because I never published comics before, and I thought, my comic was doomed.
I'm just showing, like, look how good the colors came out. I can't.
That's look nice.
So I can't complain about the color. It feels good. I mean, I pretty much spoiled like almost every page. I'm like so excited. I could just sit here and read this comic book to you guys. It's really good. It's really good. I'm so excited. But again, it adds like 2 weeks to get a physical proof, but it is worth it, because so to answer your question, it's supposed to be printing right now, but because it got delayed 2 days, because that's how long it took to fix a formatting issue.
Is there any like paper shortages still, and toner shortages and all that?
Better not be. Yeah, better not.
That's what happened to me too. I was ready to go, and I finally, after 3.5 years, my comic was ready, and then they said, "Oh yeah, by the way, we don't have any paper right now to print your comic." I'm like, "What?"
Oh God. Well, they didn't say that. They didn't say that. I'm formatting issues. Yeah, this is the not fun part of the comic book. Like writing the comic book. You're a writer. You know how fun it is. You wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't fun. Seeing your creations get drawn, seeing your creations get colored. And I didn't expect this, but like as cool as it was to see everything drawn, to see everything colored, when I saw it lettered for the first time, that was awesome because now it's a comic book. You know what I mean? Oh man, that was so freaking cool to see my stuff lettered, and it was so cool. And then, you know, getting the proofs, I was like showing my wife, and it was funny because I got the proofs. It literally took about 6 hours for me to calm down enough to look at it critically. I was taking pictures and showing my family, and then I started to notice a couple of errors. You know what I mean? So guys, when you get the proofs, you really, really got to manage your emotions, because I was like I was ready to. People would have been like making fun of me. What tease? Yeah, Marcus knows I spoil everything. And if you stay for comic book team up, I'm going to spoil something else too. Thank you, Michael. I'm stoked for you to get it. The digital people got it. They got it with a typo, and so I'm going to resend it to.
Oh, I think he sent me the digital. I haven't got a chance to really look at it.
Yes,
And
you're
I
missing
did
a
back
page.
the physical.
Oh no. The digital edition didn't have the. The digital edition does have the page of dialogue. Yeah, yeah, I don't know how I messed that up, but it's me. Marcus, I love Sticker Mule. Me too. I'm so tempted. I actually ordered the stickers for issue 2 already, just because
I like their shipping tape. You ever see that custom shipping tape they have?
I got shipping tape. I had to get shipping tape, so I got shipping tape. I got the shipping tape along with these stickers. For those of you who don't know, issue 2, I'm debuting a new character called Mary Sue. I got her stickers, with her symbol on it. For I don't know why. I just love the whole, like, your characters and their symbols and the swag. It's just so much fun, everybody. I don't.
Man, I should have got it. I kind of regret it now. They had a T-shirt offer for like, what is it, 10 or 12 bucks? You could have get one T-shirt, basically like a sample. To show they want to show you what they can do.
For who?
And it was a
From
really
Sticker Mule?
Yeah, from Sticker Mule. If you ever sign up for their promos, where you get an email from them like daily.
Yeah, and then I just delete it without reading it. That'll teach me.
Oh, you got to start watching those, because there's some good deals. Like that's why I got my keychains. They had a good deal on those, and then the shipping tape goes on sale every once in a while, so you save a lot of money. And
Oh,
I
well,
saw a T-shirt deal. I should have just got a pencils down T-shirt, and I'm regretting it now. I'm like, it's only 12 bucks. Why the hell didn't I do that?
I'm getting T-shirts made, not from Sticker Mule, from I can't remember the name of the place, but I went to all local places because I wanted, like you said, I wanted to deal with the local place, but nobody could do what I wanted. So I found a place online. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that with the stuff under the arm or whatever.
Yeah. So I just approved the. Here we go. So this is what my T-shirt's going to look like. Yeah, because that the gold triangle and everything, they were going to take all of that and just make it a little thing, so it was going to look like a man's torso symbol. I'm like, that's not what I want. I don't, so I got this, but the only thing is they don't make sublimated things in cotton, so it's like a polyester cotton thing. So I hope that doesn't ruin it. So I didn't put in a big order. I'll try it out, see how it fits. And behind what's that?
I can actually print my own T-shirts. I just haven't done one yet. I just got into making metal cards and prints.
I can't believe you do it. That's so cool to me.
I have a press, and you can actually. I have a dye sublimation printer, so all I got to do is, take my cover and then make the mirror image, so it's like inside out. So then when you put it onto the T-shirt, it's the right side up. But that's how you print it. But I'm limited how big the logo, whatever you want to put on your shirt.
That's what they were telling me. They couldn't do the whole shirt the way I wanted, because you saw the shirt. I wanted to look like you're wearing the Patriarch's costume. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't make something like that with my equipment, but mine, I can just make a basic T-shirt, but it has to be on 8.5 by like 14 is my biggest image area.
The place by me, they could put the Patriarch symbol on the shirt, so I maybe I'll get like a purple shirt, maybe with like a gold collar, and then the symbol. But let's see that's putting the cart before the horse. Let's see if people actually want that stuff. So Zach then says, behind every decent man or halfway decent man is a decent lady. Can we get Mrs. Longbox to sign? If you want her to sign it, she'll sign it. But last night I was live playing a board game, and she was sitting next to me, and she was like, I'm not talking, and I'm not going to be on, because she says the internet is a mean place, and she doesn't want to be part of it. I can handle it. My wife is too introverted and sweet. You can still do that because I want one. I need it. What exactly? I missed exactly. Just Katie, let me know exactly what you're talking about. If it's something I can make, or is it something Justin can make? Sticker Mule is. See, I didn't know that they made shirts. Now I got to go through. Well, I'm not going to go through the deleted emails.
I don't know how good they are or whatever, the material. And I just saw that they made shirts, and it was around $12 for a sample, and that was free shipping. But I think I was busy, and I was like, they got a limited time to take them up on their offer. It's very
Right.
limited window.
Have you
But
tried the
sometimes
hot sauce?
they get me, man. One time they got me like 4 weeks in a row or whatever. I just kept on ordering stuff.
Oh,
They would go.
you want a patriarch T-shirt? Well, when they get here, I ordered 2 large, 2 extra large, and 2 double extra large. And if they, and it's surprisingly cheap, so I could put it in another order.
Really? They look expensive.
They do. But then again, that's a picture. Who knows what it's going to look
Yeah.
like?
Oh, yeah. That could be like that. What is it? Timu or whatever. What's
What
that
do they
one?
say? Ordered on Wish. Ordered on.
Yeah, Wish. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wish.
They don't make mules. I don't know. I get a mule covered in stickers. Did you get the hot sauce? Did you try the hot
I was
sauce?
just gonna fucking say that. No, I did not. It's still kind of pricey, even on sale. They had a deal on 'em. I got an email about it, and I thought about it. I was like, I don't know, we'll make Belmont hot sauce. Who the hell wants that besides me?
I got the sticker mule hot sauce. I didn't try it yet.
Oh, but I am a big hot sauce fan. I
Oh
must
yeah.
have 20 bottles at my house, different sizes from different places around the world. I like for Christmas. What do you want? I want hot sauce. And
Oh
that's
really?
I actually asked for it.
Oh my
It's
God.
like,
Katie's absolutely right. Smokes hot sauce. It sells itself. You put that little freaking
oh,
Fox on.
smoking hot sauce.
There you go. There you go. I mean,
It's hard to
patriarch.
ship though. You can't put that in the Gemini as the
Yeah,
major
patriarch hot sauce doesn't sound well,
feature.
Or maybe I can make Mary Sue soy sauce or something. I don't know.
It's just
Hey,
it's just something
Matt,
you
how
got to
you
ship
doing, Matt?
separate.
Matt,
You have to,
you gotta come for us on it's clobbering time. Matt helped me invent the show clobbering time. It showed up once and then that's it. It's great. I've ordered some for myself. The hot sauce. Yes, Katie, I did back your book. Katie, did you order digital? And if so, did you get it already? And if so, did you like the comic? But I remember you ordered. I I can't help it, but I go and read, just like, oh wow, this guy back. That's so nice. That's so nice.
some
What do you say?
people like the shirts. The shirts are nice.
Yeah, I would like to eventually, and here I am talking about me when this is supposed to be about you. I'd eventually like to make like a Heroic Tales store, and stickers, cards, and T-shirts and everything like that.
Well, that's what I do with Fund My Comic. I kind of have it as a storefront where I'm selling my stuff.
Fun my
I have
comment.
stuff. I still have stuff laying around. I got Smoke's license plate. Still got some of those laying around. I have some keychains. I have magnets. I'm running out of Smokes and weaponized werewolf stickers. I think I have less than 20 of each, and I must have bought hundreds of them.
I
So I don't know
know
how
that
that even happened.
I know that me and you talked about this, and you said no. I forget the reason, but Smoke's rolling papers. Why is that not happening?
Because you can't have that on Indiegogo. It's against Stripe or whatever the policy. You can't sell drug paraphernalia, and that's considered drug paraphernalia, even though it could be used for tobacco. They don't allow it.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
why.
it's
That's why
it
you
was
don't
a
see
legit,
it.
but that is like a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean that was the first thing. I already thought about how I would design that. I was thinking about making grinders. Believe me, I even had the design for the grinder, and I had it all ready to go. And then I looked and I was like, oh, I can't put this
Well,
out. And I
Could
saw
you
other
set up?
people got their campaigns struck or whatever taken down because they tried to sell marijuana products.
You couldn't do it on Etsy or anything?
I guess I can do it on
I don't know
Etsy.
why I don't even smoke pot, but there's something about a smoke box of rolling papers that just
Or
makes
a rolling machine.
there you go.
I had all kinds of ideas, but no, I can't use. Unfortunately, I was even I didn't want to make a fake bong for my little smokes action figure to hold in his hand because I didn't want to get lose my privileges or not be able to make more campaigns on the platform. It wasn't worth the risk for a little accessory
Yeah,
or whatever. But
yeah. I
that's what I
understand.
wanted to do, though. That's what I wanted. I wanted to have a bong or something or in his hand for the action figure that I put out. A little mini figure. It was a little 3D printed.
Matt sent me a comic strip today of his character. So good. So good. Matt, you even colored that yourself. That's so good. I think you could do a good version of the Macho pencil. Oh, she's talking about Matt drawing it. Matt Barr's take on pencils down would slay. Yeah, Matt is so talented. He did a page in my comic. It's so. I gave Matt a rough concept, and then he ran with it, and I'm so glad I let him because it was 100% better than what I thought I was going to do. What is this comment? I just gotta put a new battery in my mouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna put all the anybody who wants to do fan art. I'm gonna launch a contest. But if you want to submit early, anybody who sends me any artwork, I will submit it into the contest. Unless you don't want to be in the contest for some reason, I don't know why you wouldn't. The only people that can't enter is like Dillard because he drew the comic. It's like
Yeah.
unfair if he like
What
enters.
about a
But
professional? Like like I'm trying to think. Like
oh
Dan Panosian, can he do fan art?
yeah, I mean everybody's welcome. I mean, of course. But just nobody associated with the project. I can't
Yeah, I
let
know.
Dillard win. But Dillard did do a live sketch of number 2. It's a simple headshot, but he colored it in with Copics or whatever, and it looked nice. And he told me he'd give me a scan, so I'm actually going to put that in. See, I can put him in there in the fan art section, but he's not eligible for prizes.
Oh, cool. Marcus did some fan art for Patreon. I'd like to work with Marcus. 3 projects from now. I already got 3 projects lined up, and I'm already lining up people.
Oh, I don't think that far ahead, but
Well, I'm hopeful. I'm not sinking a lot of money into it yet. I love the art style for Matt. Oh, I can't even talk anymore. I love the art style for Belmont's book and Heroic Tales. Oh, cool.
thank you, Emily.
John, you need Dan on your show. I would love. I've been messaging Dan Panosian. I've been a fan of Dan Panosian since he drew art for not my role playing game, but the role playing game I play, Villains and Vigilantes. So believe it or not, Dan Panosian's art has been an influence on me. Geez, I'm 56, so for 40 years. Not even a joke.
Well,
Not
I
even
just
a
realized I've been saying his name wrong for about 40 years. I thought it was Panasian or something like that.
Well,
Panasian.
maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe
I don't know. That's what I thought it was, but
But
I'm not sure either myself.
Vaughn Coleman and we went to, I met him up after Comic-Con. I went Thursday night and I went Friday night, and we were like on a hunt. Everywhere we went, people like, yeah, Dan was just here. I don't know if they were pulling out, but we were like, it was like Nicolas Cage going after the Declaration of Independence. Oh, he was just
Oh,
here.
I never watched that shit. I didn't watch National Treasure or whatever it's called. I did not.
But I got to go because I have another show at 8:30 with RJ from the Fourth Age, and my guest actually bailed out. So it's going to be an open invite. We're going to talk about horror comics since tomorrow's Halloween. So I think my guest got stage fright, bailed at the last minute. So open invite. I'll put the link in the chat. I'll start. If anybody wants to come in, talk with RJ from the Fourth Age and myself, there you go.
I'm actually going to be on CG Commandos next.
Okay, yeah. Well, you're on the promotion circuit, man, and you're doing good. And my Indiegogo campaign is got a week left, so I really should start promoting. If anybody has a channel and they want me to come on before it closes a week from today, let me know. I got to promote. There was a comment that I wanted to. Oh, I guess I saw him already. I got old Captain America issues that he inked. Now he's insanely good. Yeah. Your boy Zach is getting a little crazy these days, but he's 100% right saying that Dan Panosian is one of the few artists that's getting better and better with age. I mean, That's like the one unifying comic book thing is that Dan Panosian's art is outstanding. And I think his coloring is even better than his art, if that's weird. Should have gotten Professor Geek for the monster panel. He knows his stuff. If anybody wants to find Professor Geek, bring him. Oh, thank you for stopping. Yeah. Once I go back to work next week, I don't think I'm going to be up till 5 o'clock in the morning, just hanging out, reading comic books and checking out YouTube channels. So I'm trying to watch them all now while I can, so this is going to be ending real soon. There we go. Indiegogo. You could get the Mike Gustovich cover on Indiegogo, or you could go to Fund My Comic and get the Michael T. Gilbert and Pat Broderick covers. But the Renzo covers are everywhere. That's the standard covers. And anything you want to say?
Yeah, I can't remember which cover I got now.
I think
I have so many. I can't even remember which one I got now.
It's okay, Katie. I'm not a bad guy. I could disagree with lots of people. I disagree with my wife. She always tells me I'm wrong, and then I shut up. See you soon no, we're going to be here. We're going to be on this channel. We alternate back and forth. So RJ from the Fourth Age is going to be here on this channel in 10 minutes. So
I got to go in 2, so I got a show in 10 minutes.
Okay. So
I appreciate you having me on. I can't wait to get your book in hands, and I'll check out the digital. I just haven't yet. I have a lot of books, man. I have to dig into still.
Yeah, I'm just
got a lot of stuff going on.
One last time, and we'll say goodbye. Pencils down. 37 backers. You still got 30 days left to go. Check this out. Check out those milkshakes. They bring all the pencils to the yard. All right. See you, everybody. Thanks, Justin. Thanks everybody in the chat.
Thanks, John.
All right.
Thanks everyone for hanging out.
All right. Bye-bye.